Death again, bringing you another gameplay video for Fallout New Vegas this time. I'm just going to show you some mods that I'm running. Right off the bat you can see that I'm running NMC's texture pack right next to the Fallout New Vegas title. And that's essentially, it does exactly what you think it does. It increases all the textures throughout the game. It's all, you know, very desert themed textures, and it actually does a better job of than the base game does of representing what I think Mojave should look like. Okay, so right off the bat here you're gonna see the centered third person mod, which is definitely one of my favorites. Those reasons should be obvious. This is just, it's awesome being able to play from this view. Whoa. Okay. So, we'll go into that. This is, that came all of a sudden, but this is the Nevada Skies mod, and it adds a bunch of different dynamic weather events that happen throughout the Mojave, like this. This is extremely intense for fighting scenes, especially. Visibility is just absolutely nothing. So, as you can see, the textures on that are definitely changed. Everything's been altered in some way or another. Also, something to point out is that I have another mod called Unlimited Companions, and that's exactly what you're seeing right now. You're seeing the four companions that are following me. Some indoor textures with the NMC running. Now, I should inform you that modding does make the game quite unstable. Or not crazy unstable, but you'll notice maybe more frequent crashes. So there's ways to get around that. Mission Mojave updates a bunch of in-game features, and it also patches the game so it doesn't crash as much. It sucks that it crashes at all, but I probably crash every... I don't know, it actually varies, but I want to say every 5 to 6 hours. You can kind of expect a crash to be around the corner, so be sure to save if you're running mods. That's just the nature of Fallout New Vegas, sadly. You can see that there't no stutter anymore. I think there was in the base game. That's due to a mod called Stutter Remover. Enough, and yeah, it makes this game just run so smooth. It plays more like a shooter than it does an RPG now. Try and show you the Electro City mod here. I'm also running more perks mod, which adds over 100 new perks to the game. And they're all just awesome and well thought out. So here's Electro City mod, the Electro City mod, and it just adds street lights all over the Mojave, which comes in extremely handy because with Project Nevada, which I'll show you in a sec, it makes lighting a lot more realistic, and the darkness of night is very, very dark. And here is Project Nevada. You can rebalance a lot of things. Experience gain, but you can only downgrade it. Skill points, so how many skill points do you get per level? This is, I think, the base game. I am cheating. I'm getting 4 more skill points every level. Perk, 1 each level. Self-explanatory, that's a must in my opinion. It makes the game extremely fun. Not that it wasn't already. Yeah, loot rarity. I mean, it goes really in depth. You can change a lot of stuff. Stealth, even. I think that, yeah, you can only make it harder, which is interesting. Set how fast you can move when your legs are crippled. That's cool. Okay. Interior's yet another. This was not in the base game, this shack right here. It even has a little bit of a story. You find the key up in there. I believe he was a janitor of sorts, and he was eaten by coyotes, and the locals tell you that it's alright to take his shack if I could locate him and find the key. As you can see, I have all the companions in here. They just wait for me in here. I believe NMC does even affect the textures in here. NMC is compatible with a lot of mods, if not all of them, in my opinion, and yeah, it makes this game absolutely beautiful. Looks very modern, even for 2013. And I believe there's also, you can run Poco Bueno, which is another texture mod with the NMC, paired up with the NMC. I don't have that running right now, but in the near future I probably will. And it just increases the saturation on everything and the lighting a little bit, so it just makes everything a little bit brighter, I guess, than what NMC gave you. The NMC is trying to give you a more post-apocalyptic feel, and Poco Bueno is kind of, you know, enjoy the environment, increase saturation everywhere. It doesn't increase as many textures, so I would recommend running them both if your rig can handle it. I'm using the AMD 7870, so it's a pretty powerful card, but as I said, there's absolutely no issues, so I'm sure there's a little bit of wiggle room. Oh yeah, and my HUD. I'm sure you guys noticed that. I don't notice it much anymore, but that is different. My AP, oh yeah, and I can sprint. Something also good to show you. And it sucks up your AP to sprint. I believe that's part of the, yeah it is, it's the Project Nevada mod, the one that I showed you here. Under mod configuration, right here. And yeah, here I'll just show you New Vegas real quick and then let you guys get to modding. Oh yes, perks. Oops. I'm not sure which ones are actually part of the base game and which ones are part of the mods, since I've been running the mods for so long. But for those of you watching, and for those of you that have played the base game as religiously as most have, you'll recognize right off the bat there's a lot of mods here that you haven't seen in the base game. Knife in the Shadow, I'm not sure if this is part of the real one, or the base game. Like, I don't think this was part of the base game. I also have a mod running that makes it so you can't be kicked out of casinos. It's called High Roller. And yeah, there's just no cap to the amount of caps that you can earn inside of the casino, so they'll never kick you out. And here's the New Vegas mod that I'm running. As you can see, there's it's clean. There's no trash lying around like there was in the base game. And this is where it gets a little janky. This is called New Vegas Redesigned, and if you can get past this flaw right here, you can just walk through this instead of having to enter a load screen.
Mutual fund. Then we'll reinvest the earnings into foreign currency accounts with compounding interest, and it's gone.
Okay, so you guys witnessed it firsthand. Caught it on Fraps that the game does crash. That is one of its main issues, especially while running mods, and especially in New Vegas. That's where you will crash the most. So be sure, if you are running mods, to save a ton in New Vegas. But yeah, I mean, everything normally runs better on the second try, I guess, is the most positive way to look at it. In my opinion, I mean, I could look past all of its flaws just because everything's just so much, it's like substantially better. In my opinion, at least. So you can choose. This is New Vegas Redesigned, by the way, if I didn't say that already before. And if you don't like being able to just run through that instead of loading through, then don't do it. But it cleans up the place as well, and I think it just makes New Vegas look more like the Vegas they're aiming towards. Yeah, guys, I guess that's it for this round of mods. If I find any more that I didn't talk about that I find are necessary to talk about, I'll post another video.
Something stinks about this monorail attack.
Until then, please remember to rate and subscribe, and have a good one, guys. Thanks for watching.